Hello, I'm Finn, they, them, and I play Portabella. Um, she's big mushroom lady. um, she and screen. She look like this. Yay! I'm glad my friend made me that art like a year ago, maybe I don't remember. Um, yeah, so that's like what her. So yeah, she was like that. She got the mushroom hat. And she has like a brown Lolita dress with a like frilly apron with some like embroidery on it, like little leaves and stuff. Just like little flat shoes and frilly knee-high socks. Yes. She has like a cute like little spell book and a fluffy quill. Yes.
Hey, what's hi, that's me. Yeah, the problem about, doing all the stuff that I tend to do with all the things I do is I have so many windows open that I don't know where I'm at anymore. Hi. I have more and more and more and
How many desktops do you have? This is crazy talk.
more. I have more. Okay, so hi, I am Jimbo, he, him pronouns. And tonight I will be playing Shiny. Um, and they are a custom lineage druid. Um, if you were to ask Shiny who, like, what race they were, who were their parents, like, what is your lineage? The statement would be goblin, fairy, gnome, tiefling, demon. I don't know. Lots of love made me from lots of folks. So, shiny is small. They are small, but they have long fingies and toesies, and their tail is glorious. Shiny dark gray skin with greenish highlights and glitters. Bright, bright emerald green eyes always smile, except when they don't. They smell of fresh dirt after a strong rain and fresh baked spicy peppers. Chinese hair is very, very long, almost as long as their tail, and their tail is glorious, by the by. Glorious. So I do have armor added in my inventory, but I don't imagine them wearing anything. I imagine that their hair is always like covering them and kind of moving around, as well as their tail. They are 2'8", small. Chinese, small, 2'8".
This is the party of either very tall or very small.
Fully admiring, recognizing, acknowledging, and supporting this glorious tale. As it is indeed, we have heard, there's a glorious tale. What is with Brazil, man? Why? No! I need to know.
Need to know what? Nothing? Okay, perfect. They are a druid, so mostly magic user. Shiny does have a boomerang and a spear. I think that is all that I gave them for weapons. Yep. Oh, you mean like the cantrip? What was that cantrip? The thorn whip, thorny whip. Yeah, that is hair whip.
They can learn the moves Tail Whip and Vine Whip.
No, no like.
That was a Pokemon joke. Thing. Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. Create something like the whip, but make a bonus action for it. You think? Okay, will do. Thank you. Hit acrobatics to grapple. I will make note. Yes, spelled Zhyn. Yes.
You say how good the tail is, but like what kind of tail? Like fluffy tail, like kind of fleshy rat tail, the reptilian, the scaly tail, the pointy demon tail. What kind of tail?
I do have a picture. I try to find.
I think there was mentioned gray scaled.
Green or yeah, green skinned with green skin that glitters. No, dark gray skin with greenish highlights that glitters.
So it's skin, not scales.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is it reptilian skin? Or is it more... Yeah. Ooh, shark skin is good.
Shark skin
Elephant
is pretty
skin
good.
also something. Rhino or elephant skin is also nice.
One time I pet a little shark. It made me happy, even though they're not that soft. They're still very nice to pet. The green screen bowl. Green screen bowl. Oh god.
Yeah. This is shiny.
Yeah. I mean, is the okay, I see the tail is cut off at the frame.
Yeah.
I didn't first. But it's its color, is it?
Yeah.
Is there a color grading like on the shoulders? Like the shoulders are more this green, and then there's this color grading into a more gray.
That would be the coloration that I went with, was that coloration isn't solid skin color, it's Ian, stop presenting.
And why is this individual weeping?
So yeah, one of the things I did take was that in their past they have had their freedom taken away from them because they're cute. Look, this is like pet, right? Must be. That's all I got. Cool. Thank you.
I saw, I don't know what it was. I heard that term, this term is tactical, and then I Googled it and I found it and I was awed and weirded out by it. It has a very, very certain appeal to it, mukbang. It's very cute. It's artful, certainly. Look, when putting scribbles of certain determinability onto a paper, calling it a text and making this art, sure. Then this is but then this is also art. With that, hello everybody. My name. Sorry that I got this derailed. I didn't want it to. My name is Ben. They them, and well, my name. I guess you can call me Tithe. I don't really have a name these days, at least none, and I could quite remember who am I. I am the nature-inclined, memory-blind guy of physical mind that is quite socially terrified. I am sorry. This about this. This is I do that when I got anxious, which is still better than me becoming angered. It stirs when the rage creeps in, and let's just hope it will never truly wake, eh? And to his appearance, because I think it's a little bit away that the type was fully described in its fullness. Meeting Tithe is the experience of being faced with the most perfectly symmetrical cut strange statue of an uncannily inhuman individual. Eerily beautiful, viscerally dangerous. Long muscular arms, slowly growing darker, ending in deep black hands like forged in voided blood. Strange symbols, dreadful shapes, and occult iconography colors the broad, defined torso, speaking an unfamiliar tongue with terrible meaning. Prominent cheekbones, sharply cut jaw, and thin lips adorn a visage framed by jet black free-flowing, shoulder-long hair, crowned by glittering umber eyes, almost looking friendly. Almost. If it wouldn't be for the thing lurking in their backdrop. A low and shyly careful voice is betrayed by a body moving with the prowess of a predator. Yet for all the ambiguity of their appearance, what prevails is the gentle kindness.
I have a question. Okay. I don't want to sound stupid because I'm horrible at like figuring out accents. But is Tithe supposed to be Spanish?
Tithe, I figured something out for Tithe that I cannot quite put down myself, even though I really, not bragging, I'm an expert on accents normally, but it's something that just came to me, and I cannot honestly say. There is something in the rolling of the arm and a little bit of the quietness and the cadence, maybe. But I can't say. I really can't.
Oh, I was just curious.
I'm too. If I figure it out, I tell you.
Just European.
Okay.
If
Okay.
someone
I'm
put
ready.
this
I'm
out
ready.
of context, you would be in so much trouble.
The face
knows.
you're making combined with the weird lighting is terrifying.
He knows what he can get away with me.
Really?
It's fine. Also, I'm like, I'm having a really hard time focusing, Hadley. Like, your hair is just too magnificent. I just can't right now. Anyway.
I mean, the glowy is real, but it is obfuscated by this maleficent backdrop.
You're welcome. I will just put in my vote now. Please don't ever cut your hair, but that, it's a personal choice. It's a personal choice.
But what if it is a side cut with like markings or shapes? That would be very cool.
I don't think anyone can pull those off, to be perfectly honest, but
that's not true. There are some gorgeous side cuts there.
Anyway. Oh, thanks. Hello, I'm Ativa Panic. I use it that's pronouns. And today I will be playing Phileas Duran from Duran Duran. They are a pixie warlock. They are tiny, like tiny. In fact, ow, that's a wall. That right there is Phileas with some laundry. They've got lavender skin and moss green hair that goes up kind of like a troll doll's or like Jimmy Neutron, with beautiful crystal blue wings. They don't like to wear clothing, but when they are clothed, it's usually just made up of petals of flowers or leaves that they have wrapped around them in some fashion. But they exactly, yeah. But usually they would prefer to not be wearing clothing. It's really just more of a hindrance to everything else. But yeah, question.
No, only a petition, just aside. Let's make a fund for our good Hadley for a shooting with rose petals, accentuating the hair, and fully nude, besides the rose petals.
Down. But yeah, no, that's it for Phileas. I think, yeah. He's jeez, is there? I don't think so. They're very socially awkward. But they are pixie, so like, whoa, what was that face? Oh yeah. It's been a while, okay? It's been a while. Oh, that's right. So, um, so yeah, being a warlock, Phileas's patron happens to be an archfey named Willow, who recently got rescued after Phileas bravely tried to sacrifice themselves for Willow. And so they now have the seed of Willow that has like crystallized, right? It like is like it's like a rock now, right? That's right. That's right. And it so yeah, so now he's got a little crystallized deity seed just hiding in their flower petals. I mean, I'm not saying I own the deity, I'm protecting the deity.
It, it's a pocket patron.
It's a pocket patron. That's right.
That sounds like a horrible vision of a dystopian future. No, no.
Oh
That is
yeah, Hadley.
cyberpunk D. That is cyberpunk D&D, and a terrible future to behold.
Hadley. Does we ended up changing my boon, yeah? I forgot what we changed it to. Because I have the seed. That makes sense. I just need to change it in my character sheet. Mm-hmm. Well, if we don't go to it, don't we risk it not being there when we wake up? Because it's a
would this be a shared opportunity, or is it specific? I mean, if it would permit it, I would. If it is a conversation to be had, I would presume that like most of the time, if it is if this would be a alternative, they would be positioned on Tythe's shoulder. So if Tythe, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I did say it out loud. You know, if we're discussing resting, all I'm saying is if when we wake up, won't they be gone? Don't they do that? Like, don't they like to move around?
it would be for the sake of me asking if I can offer the help action.
If it's an Arcana, I rolled a 17.
Oh, that would be an 18 for perception.
Wow, would you look at that? Also an 18.
Nice.
What a funny coinkydink.
Would this be a site comparable to the infrastructural changes or transformations of Vestige at war? Like a city gearing up for the precipice of a conflict, refugees trying to seek safety inside walls, higher defenses, more patrols. Okay. I think in that moment, his Typh stops, and his body tenses so very strongly that Phileas would feel it sitting on their shoulder, and before Typh's eyes are flashing images that are just overlaying with what he sees, with silhouetted images of people fleeing, cities and towers are burning, and ruins collapsing in on themselves, and Hive is just muttering to himself, "They're preparing for war."
War. Well, I'm not really one for waiting in lines. We've kind of got an urgent matter here, but if we're going to be waiting in a line to talk to these guys, if we need to rest, maybe we should rest. That's what I'm looking at right now, actually.
As a result of a relating ability check, or just flat out exhaustion? Okay. A consequence. Okay.
Yeah, I think well, I don't think they're going anywhere. I'm pretty I'm pretty like is I don't have my notes with me because my notes are at home. No, the Speedy guy, is Speedy Gonzalez with us?
With a
He's rushed ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave us the direction and then they sped off.
Well, look, I'm pretty tired. I probably need to eat something because I'm feeling really grubby. Maybe we should make camp here and go first thing in the morning.
Well, I don't know. They shake themselves off of this inkling, this recollection to lost memories. Well, don't ask me why this is knowledge that I have, but war is consistent. And if they are preparing for war, they will be there.
What do you think, Portabella? Are you look like you could be tired?
Yeah, I don't think we should push ourselves. That's just gonna cause the more problems in the long run.
Right. Self-care is the best care. We should definitely observe some self-care and take a nice rest. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's
I
find
think
out.
I actually might.
Yeah. It's he could, but it's not a backpack. He wouldn't wear this, but like a sailor's bag thrown over one shoulder. That's what he has. And bound to it is also his quiver of javelins. So that's what he has. And yeah, he has camping equipment. Are they?
I mean, I have stuff to like make a fire, and I have rations, and I have
Yes.
water, and I have a bunch of rope that I could turn into a hammock because I am tiny and don't need that big of a hammock. So
It's the same here. It's a bedroll, mess kit, rations, rope, tinderbox, water skin.
Yeah, the same stuff. It's supplies, but it's not necessarily camping. None of us have a tent or anything.
You don't need a tent. You need a tarp. A tarp.
Whatever. And we don't have any sort of thing to put over us.
as a wilderness survival educator, I will tell you you don't actually need any of those things. Just saying.
With the sorry.
Hi. Mhm. I would like to hand you a 24. Mhm. Uh, Fruits, berries, seeds. Um, Sometimes uh, not not living creatures, but if they have died, if anything that has died, that is okay. Like of natural causes, yeah.
They are a scavenger.
But yeah, they will scavenge, but they will not kill. Not kill for food. Hmm. 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 I'm doing big rolls tonight. It must be because I'm so small. Uh, so 27, not 20.
I don't know which stage of our respite we would be at this point. I wrote it into chat, and just to repeat the question, maybe with the outline in the background, you can scavenge for food. So be okay. Mhm. So when so if they had decided as a group to make rest, Tithe would have been sure that they are situated, trusting in that they're perfectly capable of keeping themselves safe, and then tried to maybe separate themselves a little bit from them and starting to look for food, respectively what the others had them instructed to look for. Telling Tony.
18 for stealth.
Almost a 15, but then it's landed on a 7, so it's a 10. Yeah. It is maybe on the first sight, it seems relatively un unspectacular, but the longer you would look, the more uncanny it becomes. Like long silver lines of very faintly seeable scars all across the naked torso. The eyes just a little bit too red, the ears just a little bit too long and pointed, and just a little bit too perfectly symmetrical in their features, and of course this blackened, void, metallic shimmering, huge hands.
So back when Chanyi was munching and feeling content, I imagine them sitting on the branch just right at the opening of that little like squirrel den, I guess is what I was imagining. Feet dangling off on each side of a branch, tail kind of wrapped around the branch a little bit, smiling, maybe humming to themselves, feet swinging back and forth. And then the smells came, and instantly, like the toes curled up, clutching the food to the chest, and tail wraps tighter around. And then the smelling of the Fey magic relaxes and creates the curiosity. So when we first see Tithe this the smell of the beast, what was imagined was something huge and ferocious, covered in all this hair, maybe horns, all this like crazy idea. Definitely a big, huge nose ring. And then it's oh, that's not what I imagined. And then the claw reaching into the ground and be like, oh, okay. Those are roots. What kind of, they eat roots? That doesn't seem so bad. So looking around, I would see that their campsite doesn't have very good food choices for them, right? It's just these roots. That was what you said.
Not even for seeing the presence that Tithe would not have an inkling for, but I think for what they are, could I make an insight check just to see if they have the notion of being watched, not even knowing from what or where. Okay. So maybe just he feels the faint pain of a scar on his neck. They just touch it, not knowing what it means, and they go on.
Yeah. In noticing, no, in noticing, Tithe digging for roots, I think Phileas would fly up to Tithe from, building my little hammock, and I'll be like, oh, sweetie, you look at, I mean, I'm sure that they would make a nice tea, but I have some, I have extra rations if you need some food.
Apologies, I didn't want to suppose anything. I just wanted to alleviate a little bit of our rations and then to stretch a little. I just wanted to see what I could find.
I get it, but we're friends. Here, I like to share. Yeah, here, I like to share. Since I would be flying, can I can I roll for insight to see if Shiny would be stealthy enough for me not to notice them? My passive? Oh, that's a good question. No. Nope. Nope. Yeah.
Oh, do you know this red camera angles when the camera is not static but shifts with a conversation as they are talking, and you always see this shadow in the background that moves with the camera. Takes different.
So yeah, then I had Typh a ration, and I say, look, we can look for some more stuff later when we're on our way to the court, and maybe we'll be able to put together some more rations. But for right now, I have plenty. Here, eat Eat. You're way too skinny. Eat something.
Well, that is so very kind. I take this gladly. I would never refuse a gift, but certainly, being where we are, I cannot let this go unanswered.
Well, why don't you just give me one of those little roots you picked out of the ground there? We'll call it even.
Maybe not even, but answered. And Shiley gives one, and it's one of the roots. Yes, they would have fallen. They would have fallen in emotional disrepair, just
It was
free falling.
just remember that I'm chaotic good. So there's method behind my madness.
Okay. Mm.
I imagine when they would go back to the camp and Phileas would be on his shoulder. I have this. I'm so sorry to anguish you with this, but I had this weird pain in my back on my neck. Do you see anything?
Yeah, we gotta spruce this up. The typhus actually I don't know. Would Phileas, what kind of title would Phileas want for when it comes to like a parent? Do they find with the words mother, father, or just pick parent?
Oh. I
This is out of
mean,
character. You don't have to answer in your character's voice. Yeah, it's funny. Do it anyway.
you know, I mean, I could have an auntie.
Because I was gonna make the joke Typh has two moms now, but I didn't want to offend them.
Because they're non-binary. Yeah, I don't know. Like, a guardian. I'm the guardian.
When he has to get those little papers from school and has to check either a parent or guardian, he has to check both.
Yep.
I mean, you can just go with parent or parental figure. You don't have to put a gender to it.
No, I did not birth you. Okay, I definitely something as big as you did not come out of me. So I am your guardian.
Okay. Does she have a tea set? I feel like I feel like she just has to have. I didn't really have. I don't want to waste time, but in my Pinterest board report about it, I have like it's like a traveling tea set case. It's like put together into this nice little case. You can like put on your hip. It's like it's cute too.
I have more just to maybe add to this. I could vividly imagine, like, I don't know which Harry Potter it is, but with Remus having this I don't know how you would call it, but this baggage of him, this trolley that folds in itself and is basically a travel. How would you call it? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a travel cabin. Yeah, like this travel cabinet. I will almost imagine this.
Wait, I found the while you're talking. You gave me time to find it on the Pinterest board. No traveling season. I think there's more down here. Like we should go down because there's the other ones. Yeah, that's the same brand. Um, yeah. Just look this is fucking cute. Ah, this one has the fucking Peter Rabbit on it. I'm an absolute mad person for Beatrix Potter. I go nuts for that. I go crazy for that shit. I think she would. That's like the way I think the one thing we do need. Everything else is just aesthetic. Um, but is there like what's so where it says like a forest, so it's wooded. There's like trees and
Could could the survival check of Tithe include like a bundle of fire kindling to keep it going, or twigs to feed? Okay, they will bring this back with him. Or it's one one on shoulder and then Philly's on the other. I'm so sorry. I did not want it to be presumptuous, but kindling if you need.
oh,
And
thank you.
of this pile.
Okay. She's like getting overwhelmed because like I mean she's bigger than him, so it's not like that overwhelming, but she's just like is overwhelmed. Yes. Oh, I didn't. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, since it is Withering, it's gonna find like there are like logs that are broken off and stuff, and try to make like a little table and little log seats. I mean, I don't know how she. I don't. It would probably have to make it's either just like either like never mind. I don't know how to. I don't know how to words. What was it? Sleight of hand or performance? Okay, I'm gonna use sleight of hand because my performance is in the negatives. Because she has no charisma. She's just too awkward. 14. Where'd she get the hatchet from? True. Those things go hand in hand, of course. Yeah,
I mean,
it's not for murder, no.
isn't that cottage core? You have a hatchet and a teeth.
Put some lace on a little bow. That's very cottagecore. Oh yeah, I can like spawn mushrooms. So I can just do that. Yes, it sounds adorable.
So in watching all of this, they seem fairly nice and also slightly in need. Um, there was how much stuff that I found a good amount. Would it be enough that I could take some back for them? Okay, okay. So then, yeah, we will go back to the tree, gather up a bunch, and subconsciously they're kind of like humming a little song to themselves and just like excited about this whole idea about what they're going to do, and they're making all these plans in their head. And then when we get closer uh, to the camp, we are going to cast craft on the opposite side of the camp from where we are, making like uh, a cute little kitten noise, like a little meow meow, um, and waiting for them all to like go over to check or just look long enough to sneak
Oh
up.
my gosh! Did you guys hear that kitten? Of course,
Yes.
being someone who is absolutely enthralled by animals, I feel like Phileas would rush over immediately and be like, "Here,
16.
kitty, kitty, kitty."
You're so portable. No, I have to.
Insight.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, because I think I might, but I also might be wrong. But I had to restart my phone, so everything's moving very slowly right now. Yep, never mind. There's a kid. Oh my gosh! Did you guys hear that? And Phileas like zooms over to the kitten noise.
At the heels of Phileas, not in a curious, but in a very tightly wound, wall-sprung attitude. The claws having grown already an inch in length, and a little bit more to the ground, and their claws at already they follow.
Oh yeah, she definitely wants to go see the cat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's stealth into the camp, putting these at their food locations. Maybe if the table is big enough that Portobello made, where everybody's sitting and kind of eating, having like each portion to each. Oop! I was rolled twice since I. Oh, 10 with advantage. The other one was a 5.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Meow, meow, meow.
Mhm.
Hey, what? Hey, what? I'm gonna zoom over to Shiny. What do you do? Oh, wait. Oh, were you giving us stuff, not taking our stuff?
Uh-huh. Um, and looking
Tithe,
over at Tithe, points and goes, you need to eat more. You're too
tithe
skinny.
is not that pointable because immediately as they see Philly is going there, they pounce in the direction of the individual that Philly is pointed at. Isn't this athletics? Oh, okay. That's a 7.
Ah, my dice. They went everywhere.
Shiny's got a 6.
I got a 2.
Oh, this will look so awful and terrible.
Sorry, not a 2. Sorry, not a 2. A 12. I apologize. It's a 10 plus 2. Whoa!
Oh my god! So wait.
Oh gosh, Tithe, could you be more of a klutz?
I would use a spell ability from my class instantly on this. It is called Deep Sleep. You can cast the sleep spell without using a spell slot. You can use this spell this way twice, and you can regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Whenever you use this spell in this way, the total number of hit points that can be affected is doubled. So
did
oh,
did
not
did
me.
Shiny just play possum?
I have to roll hit points.
Yeah, I think sleep is only you roll hit points and you have to exceed the hit points of the individual to put them to sleep. Or meet or exceed.
And this is a druid. I am a druid of the Circle of Slumber. I am a sleep druid. I can. So we need. At this level, it's this.
Was it you refurbishing of the sleep spell that you put into the Slack that was not quite as goodly implemented, and you tried to work out some better application?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that way it will be good all of the campaign, not just the first 3 levels.
Yeah.
I saw that. On a Hydra.
On a Hydra? That is wild! Yeah, let's see. They exceeded 34? Wow.
I rolled a 39 and then that's doubled. So
Wow.
drink check, you got it.
So as Tithe is laying on their bag, it's not the Tithe that was seen before, but the shadowed face, the blinking red dots, and the visible large fangs and the larger hands. And it's very much like a great cat or big predator falling to unwilling to sleep.
We get a 6 as Shiny is trying to pull out and going, sorry, I didn't mean to just, it was.
Yeah, I was gonna peel up Type a little bit and pull out this thing that um we keep comparing them to be like a cat, but I was imagining something like a Tarsier or an Eye.
I just it was just a picture of I think it is most prominent when a big cat in the zoo, for example, or in the wild, is put to sleep. It's not just
Oh no,
like
I'm
immediate.
talking about Shining.
It takes a long time, and they are stirring, and they're fighting the torpor.
Yeah, no, Type is definitely a big cat. It just big. Type is like a big wolf, actually. Mm. Mhm. A check or a saving throw. Either way, it's bad. 4.
That boy is so dense.
He's so thick.
Um, Oh, wait, is that the kitty we were just hearing? Wait, I'm gonna go and like get into the crevice between the ground and Tithe and to try and get a better look at what he's on top of, what they're on top of.
Is there, with this form of a sleep spell, is there still the veritable option of shaking someone out of it with an action? And if so, would Phyllis be aware?
Uh, so yeah, so I'm just like I'm like not necessarily trying to lift him, but like I kind of shove with my elbow a little bit of his flesh, like kitty, here, are you okay, little meow meow?
And probably like the hand that was the furthest out tries to reach to grab at you to be like, help.
Oh no, I think the kitty is suffocating. Oh no. I'm gonna like fly up to Tythe's face now and just do one of these, like go like Tithe, you're hurting the kitty, Tithe.
Yeah, that's a
Ooh.
23.
Well, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's time to run and hide. Probably to the nearest tree and up the tree.
I would like to follow. I would like to follow.
If I can. It's like shouting in quotes because she doesn't shout. Her voice is always like a whisper. um, but it's like, oh no, it's okay, come back.
Oh, jeez. So in the acrobatics check to get away, I rolled a 6, so I think that I'm still hung up somewhere.
Maybe the tail is still under Tithe.
It's also asleep. right. Got this dire hip going on. And then on the insight check, I got a 10. So
12.
instantly, the route changes from going to the tree to going behind Portobella's legs with a noticeable limp, like trying to move as fast as possible, but it's the limp to that side.
As this would happen behind Ty's back, Ty is just directly staring into Phileas, and it's very quickly dissipating from this shadowy face back to his normal one, and the teeth go a little bit back, and the eyes clear from the sweat.
You scared it, you big cute buffoon, you.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm so sorry. What?
Look, just try to take a deep breath, okay? You just stay right here. Don't move, just stay right here.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
And then Phileas is gonna then fly over to Shiny. And being that Shiny is not that much bigger than Phileas, he's gonna plop themselves on the ground there next to Shiny, who is hiding behind Portobella, and look at them. Oh wait, you're not a kitty.
And Shiny's tail wraps a little bit tighter around Portobella's ankle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even think. I don't think they would do that. It is very much like the shunned kids in like old school cartoons or something, in like the corner, and just very hunched over and prostrating himself for yet again not being able to control himself.
I can't help but imagine this as when Bambi meets Flower. And it's just too cute.
As I see Shiny, like their nervous behavior, I kind of go into like the calming mode. Oh, sorry. He's really, look. He's not. They're not mean. They're just they're really nervous, and they get kind of scary when they're nervous. But once you get to know them, they're really nice. I'm sorry that I called you a kitty. I thought you might be a kitty, but wow. Look, you're you're shiny.
You said he should eat more, so he should eat more. So I bought some more food. I'm not food. I just brought some.
No. It's okay. We don't eat shiny kitties. No, we don't. We're not gonna eat you. Thank you so much for sharing your food with us. Here. Hold on. And I look around. Do I see any like flowers in the nearby area?
It's just like a cartoon where it's like, oh, they're so far away they can't hear, so it just sounds like Animal Crossing villager noises.
That's ingenious.
She's
I
gonna
got a
try to-
15. I grab one, and then I bring it back over to Shiny, and I say, "Thank you so much for sharing your food with us. Here, this is to show my gratitude."
We got a 12 nature.
It's just maybe to support Phileas's remarks and approach. Not being dispermitted or at least instructed to not move. They just are in their corner, so to say, with the back to them, and they just look over the shoulder and say very hushed, or almost more whispered than really spoken. I'm very sorry. I'm sometimes not quite myself, even if I do not rightly know what that would mean. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, see, he's sorry. He's 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 a reactive. They're a reactive uh creature, but like I said, once you get to know them, they're kind of a big old sweetheart. I mean, look at that face. Look at that cute face. You don't have to be scared of us. As I'm saying this, I'm also like simultaneously starting to pick up the wreckage of the table falling over and like resetting it all.
Maybe there's a scene where Phileas grabs the table to ride it and it's much too heavy and the table still moves and then it goes out and Tithe on the table.
I want to pick up Shiny if she will. Sorry, if they will let me pick them up.
Let's play that out. So you start to reach down to pick up. I think Shiny will kind of hunch back and try to go a little bit back behind you, watching you curiously.
Do you want me to carry you?
Where would you carry me to?
Just over to where we're camping, and it's not that far. I just want to pick you up because you look injured, and I just want to comfort you.
Oh, do you do magic too? Because that's what I was gonna do to fix this. And they start to come out towards your hands, timidly reaching up.
Uh, 16. Okay. I still want to pick them up to let me. But like I'm pretty sure it's druid has like, druids have cure wounds. I think so. Can I just is that work or is that because it's not like an open wound? It doesn't count. Okay. Well, I still. Um. Wait. Who was the last person to talk? I don't remember. I don't remember how to.
Just go ahead. Go.
Oh yeah, she's still just gonna like hold her hands out. Yeah, I can use healing magic. I can help you.
Oh, okay. Um, it needs some mm, pushing to, I think, or pulling or stretching. And as you start to bring your hands around, you'll feel that they will also be climbing up into your hands.
The monkey.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't want to leave the baby injured. um, I think instead of like how people usually think magic is like being like a swirly magical thing, it's sort of like gaseous, like because it's like sparkly spores.
I think that uh, first, right at the beginning, we would see Shiny like grit their teeth and like almost burying them, but just like, okay, it's gonna hurt. And then suddenly seeing the sparkling spores that are coming out, just being like, oh, distraction, and like this is really neat. This is like supernatural nature stuff. I like, and then the shock as it pop, and it's like everything tenses, and there's like that squeal of as everything doesn't hurt anymore, really. And Portobello can feel that relaxation right into your hands. Thank you.
Well, as I'm cleaning up the mess and whatnot, I kind of look over at Tithe while this is all going on too, and I just give him a reassuring look and be like, "Look, don't beat yourself up about it, buddy. I think we worked it out. Okay, I think everything is gonna be okay." And then seeing that they're more relaxed, I'm going to fly up to Shiny and get at it.
Just before you fly, Typhoon will just turn to you, not looking you in the eye, but just with a tremble in his very large hands, a slight shiver, just having helped you collected all the things that were prepared for them on the table, and just giving them to them, saying, "Would you give this to them?" I can't. I'm sorry.
The seeds. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I grab the plate, but then I fly up to Shiny, at a very like uncomfortably close distance. Like my face is like right here to Shiny's, and I'm just kind of like scanning your face up and down and looking at your shiny skin and looking at how small you are because I'm also very small. Um, and I just go, wow, how do you get your complexion to be so shiny? I'm sorry. You're beautiful. I'm Phileas. My scary yet gentle friend over there, that's Tithe. This here is Portabella. What's your name?
So for your first question, I'm like this because I was born. For your second question, oh yeah, my name is Shani.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually, because you're shiny. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. What are you doing here?
Oh, there was the darkness in the forest, and things have been getting really hard, and I had to move further this way. So, yeah, I don't know. I was, and then I saw, I smelled you all, and I was curious, so I came to see, and then, uh, then I saw you, and you said that he should eat more, and so I brought more food, and so he could eat more, and you could eat more, and you could eat more, and you could have a good camp, and because I found lots more food, and then and instantly like turns towards Tide and goes, "I'm sorry I used my magic on you like that. I got scared, and I didn't mean to."
And
So as hold on, so as they say that they smelled us, you can very visibly see like a discomfort on Phileas's face, and they suddenly like
a Constitution saving throw for body smell. This is so good.
Wait, you want a Constitution saving throw for me?
Okay. The whole conversation was
That's so
playing out.
good.
Portabella has a shiny like cradled in one arm and like petting them with the other one.
Just-
8. Yeah.
Damn, Phileas, you need to wrap yourself in a mint leaf.
Oh well, and then I when I come to realize this, and I'm like by this point, Shiny is already apologizing to Tithe. But when I come to realize of my stink, I like grab one of the leaves that I was like using as a skirt and go over to the kettle of hot water and kind of get some water in the leaf and start like scrubbing myself vigorously and just like, this is so embarrassing. Oh, jeez.
While Phileas is doing that, as Shiny saying this to Tithe, you all can see that he hangs his head a little low, and then chuckles, and a very pained smile is on his face, considering that they apologize to them, where they are clearly at fault, and he let that sinks in, and just this very very painful expression on their face, and then they're saying, I will never hurt you again. And if you wish so, I will make sure. And he just raises one of the hands, and that is fall again. Let no one else ever utter a word.
Part of me was like gonna cry at how beautiful that is. Because you're gonna have a couple tears of that. That was so emotional.
There's a questionable look on their face as they start thinking about it, and they're like, "That's a really big promise to make. That's big." I'm sorry. I forgot to ask. You were so kind and asked me, why are you out here?
Oh, that's easy, but give me 1 sec. I take my damp leaf and start like scrubbing behind Tithe's ears.
1,000.
Oh yeah, sorry. We're here because we're trying to save Willow.
And I've just hushed to, with a little bit of tears in their eyes, hushed to Phyllis. Do I smell?
I think we all smell, buddy.
Not one.
Oh, this is such a great session. They never met each other. They never heard even of each other.
Perfect. So the druid, the circle of slumber. This reads, across the many realms, legends persist of those who slumber far underground, deep in forgotten forests, locked away in forbidden tombs, and floating slowly between the stars. When these beings thrash in their sleep, great calamities befall the world, and their awakenings foretell the end of all things. The druid of the circle of slumber carefully tend these dreaming giants, passing the eons with them and soothing them in their eternal slumber. When not tending to their responsibilities, they often join adventuring parties to supply much needed respite from the constant violence. So, I think that there was a time when Shang Yi became a druid of the slumber and was learning from another druid of slumber maybe their powers got used on Willow to show like this is what we're capable of when we're this strong. And then something happened where now Shiny doesn't even know Willow anymore. Like that's gone. Something from when Willow woke back up.
$12.
23.
Dang.
And there's a natural 20. Yeah, spore circle.
What does that mean when Tithe knows? Why I am the common denominator?
No, he is himbo, that is why.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're here to save Willow, because we were here and Willow was well, he was dying, and I couldn't let Willow die, and so we had to do something to save him. But now we don't really know exactly how to save him. And so we're going to the court of fairies. We're gonna go and talk to the court of fairies and see if they can help us save him, because he's really important to me, and I'm sure to a lot of other creatures, and so we have to save him. No, I just
Do
keep going
you
on about having to save him, and then probably because of how awkward I am, I start talking about Lavender and our encounter with the spiders and how scary it was, and then my friend Bristle, who was wonderful and really helped us out, and now we left him behind, and I'm really sad about that. But yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to save Willow.
do you breathe a single time doing this?
No, I think no, no. I think Phillies just keeps
I
talking
needed to be sure.
until yeah, no. I think Phillies just keeps talking until either someone stops them or until they're literally like talking like this, and they just keep talking, but then their breath is running out, and then but they keep going a little bit more.
Tithe just takes them so they don't have to concentrate on flying, so they can only concentrate on speaking.
And then I think at some point I realized how quiet it is, and I see the vacant expression on Shiny's face, and I go, "You, you do know who Willow is, right?"
No, but if you need me to, I could cast healing word on them.
Uh,
I
no, no. So, no. Willow's like a god. you do know what a god is, right? Okay, so think of it this okay, wait, do you know your mom and dad?
Um, mm,
That is such a heavy question. Oh my god.
The question still stands,
Like,
though.
you could ask anyone in this group, and this question would be so problematic for everyone.
I would say I think yes, but
Okay. So, like your mom and dad gave you life, right? Well, Willow is like is like a big daddy. Willow gave lots of things life and power and 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 he's like my daddy.
Thelius, I don't want to sound rude, but the way you explain things is
Oh, oh, uh, uh, oh, and I'm gonna start like pacing on Ty's hand back and forth. Just uh, look, he's really important. He's what we would consider an archfey. He's really
listen,
powerful and he's in danger, and we have to save him.
I didn't do that.
Kitty again. Wait, did you make the kitty meow the first time?
Well, no, because that would make me a god if I did it for the very first time ever. But just a little while ago, I did.
What? Oh, what? Okay, I immediately start searching for the cat.
Yeah, can I do like a sense for danger, like inside perception for Tithe?
Does this sound like Little Kitty?
I'm gonna go and investigate right away.
Like my my brain is
Investigation?
racing at the time through 3 editions of D&D, searching for invisible kittens or something that has telekinetic abilities and is a kitten.
I got a 6. Oof!
Displace the beast?
centipede cat.
Yes, the same.
Okay. So as I look up at this cat-like face, I'm kind of on top of its back.
Oh, this
Okay. So I see all these things, but again, I love creatures. So I feel how soft the fur is, and I'm just like, wow, oh my goodness, and I just start hugging it.
We're in so much trouble. Where is baby displacer beast? There's mama displacer beast.
Yes. I am proficient in animal handling. Okay. So you're giving me a bonus on top of my bonus? Okay.
Well, can I just say, I think, well, like, if Shiny is still with them, what about like guys try to keep on that topic of explaining what God is, and she's like explaining it like a fairy tale. She's like, once upon a time. She's like, yeah.
I got 17.
The cat that pets you back, goldfish.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, you're so sweet and so cute. Oh my goodness. And I'm scratching behind its ears and just like giggling, just like,
Tithe is watching this all at a respectful distance, having taken the wrong initiative there before this day. They are just in the background looking at this very carefully and very very aware of the surroundings.
mm, okay. That will be a 15 perception. Um, I'm gonna react to that by thinking that I'm bothering it, and so I get off of it immediately. Um, and then I look at it and I say, what's wrong, kitty? What's Sorry if I scratched too hard. I'm sorry. You're just so cute. Mm. Would I know what this creature is?
Is that transitive to all of us who are seen?
Set 17.
That's a 4.
What kind of check was? What kind? Okay. 16.
11 from over here. Danger Kitty.
Danger Kitty.
Right. I think. Oh, so I think at seeing this and realizing that I kind of sit on the table like, and I wave at the empty space and I just say, "Thanks for letting me pet your baby."
Oh, at this moment, Phileas might become aware that they are overshadowed, and just directly behind of them is Tithe, very much in an overbearing position over Phileas a little bit, like signifying, "This is part of my pack."
I look up and I'm like, "Whoa, Tithe, you really need to chill out, dude. It's okay. It's just it's look." Normally, yeah, most people would be pretty afraid of those, but look, I am a big pixie, okay? I I will call for you if I need help, but please don't don't piss that thing off. It was just nice enough to let me pet its baby. Now they're going on their way. We should just get back to eating dinner and getting to know our new friend.
Yeah, well, Barbell probably knows what a displacer beast is, but I don't. So can you just like tell me what they are? Sounds great already. I like it already. That was from Sonic's dad. So
They also have the ability, that is why they call this Splicer Beast, to ostensibly, it's kind of weird. They flicker almost between dimensions a little bit, so you're never quite sure where a Displacer Beast is if they activate this innate ability. They flicker in space.
So just like a real, so just like a normal cat, they just disappear sometimes. Mm. So they're like glitch cats.
They're glitch kitties with razor sharp tails.
Is that the common name? Because I really want to call them glitch cats.
I feel like Portobello could call them a glitch cat. I feel like that's something Portobello would do.
It sounds like something from folklore.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
just a local thing from where Tara Bell.
Because it definitely sounds like something. Definitely because like Portobello's kind of history with like sort of like anthropology, like culture, like folklore and stuff. I think she would this would be like a very folklore creature. Like I feel like you could make so many tales about the glitch cat. It's like the Icelandic eel cat that comes and eats you if you don't get any nice warm clothes.
Yeah, just an answer to Phileas. Phileas, you just see the jaw as you look up to Tithe as he's bearing forward, and it's so tightly clenched. You see every muscle, and they're not answering you. They're just looking very rarely into nothingness, to the empty space where they think the cat is. And just after a whole while, they say, "I do not know what this is. This makes me nervous."
It's okay. It's okay. I get it. But something about being where we are is that just because you don't know what something is doesn't mean you have to be scared of it. But yeah, so I said my goodbyes to the glitch kitty, and then I just kind of if I can reach, I just kind of like stroke Tight's hair a little bit. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
They flinch a little bit, but then recognizing that it's you, they take you, put them onto their shoulder, and just shoulders very close and hugging themselves. All right, okay.
I think we would all do good. You know what, Tight? I think you should take a nap.
I can help with that.
Oh, yeah, actually.
No. Better than that though. No, for like full nights for you.
I think we could all do with a good night's rest and eat some food and um uh uh oh yeah, Shiny, you 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 said you don't really know what you're doing here. We've seemed to have lost a lot of our support system, Phileas says as they look around, realizing that like 3 of their party members are no longer there. So
Shiny will also look around.
So if you don't have anywhere to be or to do, you could come with us. We're going to the fake court. We're gonna go and try and save Willow, like I said earlier.
Who's Willow?
Why don't we just leave it at Willow is my dad?
Okay.
Okay, he'd say that, but she's like, I don't. Okay, so imagine that like Swojaz, it's like a magical like little fairy tale book. It doesn't do anything special, but like I imagine that like it like opens up like kind of on its own and like flips to like some sort of like fucking old timey fairy tale.
Maybe it's also just an very old storybook looking thing, but if you open it, it's pristine white pages, and you can just conjure what you like.
Yeah, that's how I kind of imagine it. That it's like it is a blank book that like she makes whatever appears needs to be appeared to appear.
Can I at this point, after saying that Willow was my dad, should I like do an insight check to see if Phileas trusts Shiny enough to actually show them Willow? Or should I just leave it at not? Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think for now I don't mention that I have Willow. I just talk about how much we need to save him. Yeah, probably as I say he's my dad, I like rest like I just kind of rest my hand on my knapsack and you know just like tap it reassuringly, like making sure that he's still there, kind of a thing.
Yeah, just a question.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she's obviously gonna tell everyone a little bedtime story, a little fairy tale about like Willow's birth, like their existence, and then I can barely make a simple decision. Do you think I can really come up with that story on the spot? No, I can't. I'm sorry.
Don't let him peer pressure you. If it's totally up to you.
I don't know. Is there a canonical story of? I don't know if there's anything I can. I don't know. I don't know any other archfey to like kind of. Yeah. Okay, so they're a tree. So imagine it's gotta be some sort of birth related to a tree. So I don't know if there's like a main archfey, if there's sort of like, a Zeus of this pantheon that they would like have planted the seed. Uh yeah. Um oh wait, a good story has to have had a reason as to why they would have made
Just maybe to give you a little help, or not if you don't want it, but
yes, please, the literature man, please help me. Literature NB, I mean. Sorry.
I don't want to limit you, but the stories of Fey creatures, they are all very transitive. They fluctuate, and like when a Fey is born, this is like a big transformative thing. So maybe if something is a tree in its physical form in the Fae, it may have been something else before. And if you have the picture of a seed that is planted when it's a tree, maybe you could go something like it. There was a dream of something in another world, and in this dream there was a tear. This tear dropped out of this world into the Fae, and that was the seed.
When you said that there's that about something that became a tree, like was a tree, I was thinking more of like those like story where it's like there's like a couple and like there's tragically dies and like the woman's body becomes a tree or something, or like her oh wait no, or like her tears on her lover's body grows into the seed and then and then he becomes the tree.
Yeah, you could like how are they called? Maybe do you know it, Hadley? How are the elves out of the Fae called?
Eladrin.
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 It could like be like old Eladrin or Eladrin forebearers, and one of them died, and the spirit and the sorrow from their lover became like the catalyst for them becoming the tree.
Hell yeah, teamwork.
That's actually something that all of us would be doing. Like Portobello
Actually,
starts
apology.
telling this story. The Portobello starts telling this story. We're all actually like, actually, and then Portobello's like, I'm telling the story.
I'm trying to tell a nice story for all of us to fall asleep to.
Yeah, like unnaturally enhanced voice. Quiet.
Yes. Yes, very questionable. I don't believe any of that. So I am going to grant these three individuals sweet dreams for the evening. It is a special ability. Choose up to 5 creatures who are beginning a long rest and ensure that they have pleasant dreams. When they wake, they will have temporary hit points equal to your wisdom modifier plus your druid levels, which will last until their next long rest or they have been used up. Eight. Those are temporary hit points. So
I just want to ask something for that too for the long rest. I'm confused. Yeah, but for the long rest, I want to ask something. Like, Tithe needs to nourish themselves on more than just food. So over the course of a long rest, or could be part of this of him skulking off to satisfy that need. Um, I think it's not really blood, but it's like the essence of blood that he feeds on, like what blood really is, life essence.
Iron.
Hadley, why
It
you
is
ask what Dampier needs to eat? We all know you know what Dampier needs to eat. Okay.
it is not
Ass.
true. What Finn said is very good, because it would be Tithe needed to slay something to get to the blood, but in the process it would, I think, vaporize and lay itself on their claws. That's the reason why they are black. They are blood forged from all the things that they need to feed on. Yeah, and I do this with physical dice because the digital dice had fucked me the whole night. Yeah. Well, that's kind of okay. That's an 18. Mm. So Tithe goes to where the hat would be, and he just kneels down. Oh, I'm sorry. And the face becomes black, the eyes glittens, the hair just rises a little bit as though there were wind, and the teeth sink in, and just the claw comes down and moves into the carcass with no resistance. And around the metallic black fingers, just as it would steam out, blood flows in spirals around it, vaporized dark blood, as though it wouldn't only certain parts of it. And he has flashes of the life of this creature, as always, as he consumes someone's essence, and then as it comes to pass, the vapor lays itself as another, just all so thin layer onto the blood forged claw.
Good morning.
And I think just for the last part, Tithe would have after returning, taken it upon themselves to have the last part like guarded. So he's like hunched over by the fire and just with his fingers stirring in and a little bit of ember that's left there. And as they see the others rising, good morning. I hope you could have found some rest.
Sweet dreams.
Are they made of this?
Sweet dreams are made of this.
I mean,
Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.